Well, in today's Hands-On Gardening, it's probably one of the most often asked questions that I get in the fall, and I'm sure that the UW Extension office does too. It's about the changing of the leaves, how that occurs, why it occurs, and how we get some of the colors that we get. So here to explain some of that is UW Extension agent Steve Hunsinger. Steve, a lot of people think that it's the cooler nights that start the process. Actually, it has to do with the amount of daylight.
That's right. Our daylight plays the biggest factor probably in starting that whole process, usually in the August time. And what's happening is that chlorophyll that we usually see exposed, giving us the green color on the trees, is starting to be absorbed by the tree's stem and roots as a nutrient source.
Okay, and when it comes to the actual color that you see, the yellows or the oranges or the red, depends on the tree type, but you also said weather can play an influence.
That's right. Cool weather can have an effect, dry weather might have an effect, lots of rain. Different factors throughout the year is going to play some part in that color.
Okay, and in terms of what the ideal conditions are, what would you like to see?
Well, as we come into the fall, we really want to see some cooler temperatures with bright sunshine. That's when we're going to get our dark reds and our dark oranges because they're protecting those leaves, as opposed to the cloudy, rainier type days where we're going to have less light and it's going to produce our light yellows to light oranges.
Okay, and just your opinion this season, are we looking at a good color? Or?
We certainly are set up for a potentially nice fall color display.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Steve. That is today's Hands-On Gardening.
You know, too, it's always nice if you have time during the fall to take a nice drive somewhere where you know the colors are at peak. It's really a nice drive.
Do you know what really irks me, though, is we get to the peak, and there can be a year where we have beautiful, beautiful colors, and then we get the storm system roll through and cranks the winds up to about 20, 30 mile per hour gusts. That blows all the leaves off the tree.
You know, I do remember that happening quite a few times.
Bummer. Let's hope that doesn't happen again this year.
All right, stay with us. Back in just a moment.